Hello, Melanin Monarchy citizens. This is your Queen Monique here at the theater, and it's one of my favorite theaters, which is the Angelica here in San Diego. And I'm here to see Sinners. Now, I've had this conversation with my kids. They were all on me the other day and this morning. I am not the biggest Michael B. Jordan fan. And that's not the reason why I'm here to see this film today. I'm here to see this film because I am a fan of, I believe you pronounce it Wunmi Mosaku. She's a British actress, and I've loved some of the things that she's done. She was in Vera. She also had her own detective show. I'm a BritBox subscriber, so I've seen her work and I love her work. And there's also Delroy Lindo in this film, and so I am excited to see Delroy Lindo being back in movies. So I'm gonna let you guys know all about Sinners. I'm not a horror movie person, but I'm here today to see this particular film on an Easter weekend. All right, you guys, so I'll let you know what this film is about and the Melanin Monarchy take on the film. All right, doodle pip. All right, Melanin Monarchy citizens, just got done with seeing Sinners, which is a Ryan Coogler film starring Michael B. Jordan, and I can honestly say that this film, dare I say it, that is actually pretty much a masterpiece. It's pretty much a masterpiece as a film. If you're looking at how it was filmed, the storyline, everything in it, a couple of things that I probably could have done without, but overall it gets an A+, and it is a masterpiece. However, I would not see this film again, and I wouldn't recommend the film. Like, I wouldn't recommend it. Melanin Monarchy will recommend it because it is a masterpiece. I think Michael B. Jordan did an amazing job. Trying not to give away the plot of the film. Breakout performances by Haley Seinfeld. I want to say Haley. I want to say Seinfeld. Why do I want to say Seinfeld? And Jack O'Connor. Really, really breakout performances. And for all you skedaddlers out there, you know who you are, then it's a good film for all the skedaddler fans. Love the way there was an interweaving of Black American culture with West African, with Asia Chinese culture, with Irish culture. A lot of that woven in, and I really, really enjoyed that portion of it, especially when it comes to Black people and Irish people, your queen being descended. But as far as it's a true, I don't know if it's an indictment, but it is a question that Black people in America are going to have to deal with when it comes to talent and when it comes to our creativity. When it comes to our creativity and when it comes to talent. What are we going to choose? Are we going to choose? It's Easter weekend, you guys. And the truth of the matter is that Christ is King. And this film clearly made a statement that he is not. That he is not. That saddens me and that breaks my heart on this particular film. And it's no coincidence that this film came out on Easter weekend. And Black people in the United States, we are really gonna have, all of us in the United States are gonna have to make a decision on who we serve. Really who we serve. Are we really gonna serve the devil? Or are we gonna serve Jesus? So I walked away from this film feeling very disheartened, very saddened, because of the message of this film. There's a message, there's a clear message in this film. And it's, for any believer, it's a heartbreaking message. Now, on the creative side, it is a masterpiece. Storyline, how it was filmed, how it was acted, blown away by that. But the message behind the film, we really got to look at that. And I know there's a lot of people who just like entertainment. They don't want to hear about a message, but it did have a message. So that's our take here from Melanin Monarchy after seeing Sinners here, starring Michael B. Jordan, and also written and directed by Ryan Coogler. My message to Mr. Coogler is, man, really? Really, man? Okay. All right. See you guys at the next event. Toodle pip. Hey citizens, I wanted to do a quick follow-up to the review that I just did for the movie Sinners. And I said I kind of feel like I said some harsh things, and I never want to be harsh towards creative. I always want to support creative. Melanin Monarchy is all about supporting creators, whether I agree with them or not. I really do want to be an encouragement to people in the creative, because that's what I would want. I would want somebody to continue to encourage me, even if they don't agree with the subject matter or what I say or the thing that I've written or anything like that. I want to be an encouragement. And I do think that Ryan Coogler, all of the participants of the film did their best. They came, they brought their A game, they did what was asked for them, and I think that needs to be recognized, and I do want to recognize that. For the film's theme, I don't think that we need another film to let us know that, yeah, the music industry is full of demons and devils. Or need another film to say, even if we don't have a lot of films, but black people know in America that our culture is steeped in voodoo, witchcraft, hoodoo, juju, roots, putting roots on people. I've had some of that stuff in my family. So that kind of thing. And we also don't need to revisit, I don't want to say that that's an excuse to using those things as an excuse because of the horrors that we have experienced, that our ancestors, our forefathers have experienced in the United States or any country, that participating in those types of rituals, whatever, that it's an excuse to continue with that in the guise of honoring our ancestors or keeping with traditions, because obviously that has not worked for us, and to continue along that path. I just don't think that we need a film that celebrates that celebrates witchcraft, that celebrates voodoo, that celebrates putting roots on people, that celebrates that it's okay to do those things because of the atrocities that have happened to black people in the United States. I don't think that that's an excuse. We have to choose forgiveness. We have to choose love. This film, there's so many different conversations that we can have about this film. So if Ryan Coogler's point was to get people talking and get people having a conversation, I'm all for that. I hope that a lot of people that have seen this movie will continue to have conversations and have meaningful conversations, and actually welcomes all viewpoints of what this particular film dealt with. So in that sense, I will retract what I said as far as I would not be recommending this as Monique. Melanin Monarchy, yes, but as Monique, I will retract that I said that I would not be recommending this film, because I do think as a conversational starter, I think it's a conversation that we need to have. I think it's a necessary conversation that needs to be had on a spiritual level, really, because it dealt a lot with spirituality and cultures, not just the black culture, not just the Asian culture, but the American culture. And it's extremely important at this time that we do have this conversation. So because this movie, I believe now, after that drive from the theater back home, has sparked that conversation, I think it's worth seeing. I think it's worth looking at it, not just for the performances, not for all those thirsty people that's drooling over Michael B. Jordan, because he is more than his body or his looks. He looked like a kid to me, but he is a very, very good actor. And Wunmi Masaku and Delroy Lindo, welcome back Delroy Lindo, and Jack O'Connor, the new guy that was there, and it is actually Haley Steinfeld, not Seinfeld, but Steinfeld. All of these people who did an amazing job. My issue was with Ryan Coogler trying to, at the end, incorporate gospel or the Christian side, as in to say that what he had just, the 2 hours that we sat in, we can excuse that. We can excuse all of that, right? Again, so if you want to go see the movie Sinners, and you're the type of person that can have an honest conversation, definitely go see it. If you're a fan of any of these creatives, any of these actors that are in the film, then definitely go see it. And also, we have to remember that these films keep our cast members, not just the cast members, but the crew. They keep the crew, and I'm a huge proponent of crew members. Keep the crew working, and I'm always for crew working. So Ryan Coogler and everybody that produced this film employed a lot of people in the industry that needs to be employed, and so for that, I put a stamp of approval on it. I'm gonna stitch this at the end of that review that I did, because I can't get into my feelings, and especially when it gets into Christianity versus others, when it comes to that. And when I say others, I mean the devil. Like, who's better, you know? And also, it talked about, we do worship life. We worship living on this life. Like, there's nothing eternal outside of this life but this life. So lots and lots of viewpoints, and also probably a lot of Easter eggs in this movie too. I saw a couple of things, and I didn't catch everything, but if you have, you definitely let me know. And all right, to the pit. For real this time. I think I'm done talking about this film. For real this time. Bye.